sorry that I forced you in here. Just trying to encourage everyone to join the sessions and not miss out on the classes due to current market conditions. The worst thing you can do as a trader is stunt your growth of learning while trying to make short-term money with limited understanding. That's the worst thing. The reason why is because imagine trying to bore through a hole to make room, but at the same time, you don't have the right tools. And if you don't have the right tools, you're going to have a very difficult problem trying to bore through that hole. So it's very, very crucial that you do have the right understanding. You don't stunt your growth by getting tunnel vision, then focusing on short-term growth, and that you are constantly learning and increasing that curve so that you can learn more and more. Thank you so much, you all, for joining here for today's session. My focus for this short class is to help you set up your Thinkorswim like mine, learn how to use it effectively, scan for stocks like a pro, understand the sector rotations that I always talk about, and master how to use our Discord service so that you can get the best out of it. I'll show you how to mute some servers, how to turn on notifications for some others so that you can really get the best out of our services with pretty much with your preference. So how are you all doing, team? Thank you so much for joining. I know you guys weren't expecting me to type that comment on in the chat room, but like I said, I really have to encourage our team. And sometimes, especially this year, I feel like it is my responsibility because I've been teaching our team for about a year now, and despite us being off and on, we have covered some great materials that should put many traders on a very solidified foundation so that they can formulate trades on their own. Everything that you're learning from me today is literally how I run my Discord services. So if you're, let's say, a monthly payer for my Discord, and I teach you all this stuff, and you already have a solidified understanding of price action, guess what? You're going to find me useless. So after what you learn from me, I'm going to become useless to you, and I may miss out on, let's say, profits because of that. But guess what? I still do it because I care about our team. I care about our team greatly, and I think what you'll learn from this particular setup, having this setup like mine, this is the biggest step in trading. Because when I started off, I didn't know where to start. I didn't know which platform I should use, and I'm going to make that very easy for you because it really doesn't matter what platform you use. Everything is going to be the same. You're going to get access to everything I have here on whatever different charting platform or software you use. Make sure that if you want to use my ToS script, you're going to have to download it on your desktop and not on your and not on the web version. Okay, so do keep that in mind, please. Awesome to see that you're doing great, Vic. And it's also awesome to see you in here, by the way. All right, team. So how do you set up your Thinkorswim like mine? I'm going to show you how to set it up. And please, if we're going to go at a slow pace, try to work with me because you're going to learn some great information that can really help you have a point to where to start from heading into as far as Monday. So you're going to have a point on where to begin as a trader, as a learning trader. And this is going to really set you up for the long term. So in order to get the same setup that I have on my screen, you need to download Thinkorswim. You need to download Thinkorswim from their desktop, and it is free to sign up. It is free to sign up for Schwab, who owns the Thinkorswim software. And once you sign up for their broker, you can download Thinkorswim on their platform, and you can sign in with the credentials that you made for that broker. And yeah, so as soon as you download it, yours is going to look like this, okay? Let me make it a second screen. Oh, by the way, team, I'm going to look at the different time frames too, so bear with me, okay? So let's take a look at SPY in this chart. This is what your setup is going to look like as soon as you download it. And if you look at it, it's very messy. Despite my charts here, despite having my charts and everything, this is what a naked chart looks like without anything added. this is what you will see. Whatever platform you go to, the background color may be different, but for the most part, you're only going to see candlesticks, maybe not even volume. You're only going to see candlesticks. And even when it comes to the volume, you won't even see whether the volume was a buy volume or a sell volume within that given session or within that given whatever time frame you're looking at, as we can see here. Now, if I show you my setup now, if I show you my setup, this is what it looks like after we import my script. It'll look like this, where you're able to see you're able to see the RSI, you're able to see the TTM squeeze, the volume, the specific volume color as well, and all of that good stuff. You're also going to see a much clearer chart. The background is much clearer. I have a 200 simple moving average line as well as a 20 exponential moving average line there. And if you see, I have a lot of space here. So if we go back to the normal version, the furthest you can see is about like a very, very tiny one space, not even one space there. So you can, as a trader, you need to be able to see some dark spaces here, some additional spaces, so that you can sort of predict price action when you're going into the upcoming month. So this is mid-January, this is mid-February, this is mid-March, and this is the start of April and so forth, by looking at the bottom. So looking at this dark space sort of gives me that I guess prediction to see what can happen, how this can play out. Can we go back down here and then time this up with some sort of event that's happening in, let's say, Q2 or something, and then the market, let's say, bottoms out here and then goes back up in a bull flag? This gives me the ability to kind of put that into drawing. So again, the normal version does not have that, but I do. And this is why I have that space. So how do you get my script? How do you get my script on your computer? Now, if I load up my script here, actually, I won't load it up. I'm going to load it up with the team there so that you guys can see the same thing I'm seeing. So this is what you're going to see when you open the desktop version of Thinkorswim. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go to the top right corner of Discord, of our Discord chat room, and click on the pinned messages there. When you click on the pinned messages and you go down a little bit, you're going to see this right here: stock option traders. This is my script. This is the chart script, the S&P 500 stocks script, which is this one right here, and my SPDR sectors, which are the 11 sectors of the S&P 500. So what I want you to do is I simply just want you to copy paste this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and copy paste it into my copy link, and let's paste that into the Discord. Okay, I'm going to call that my ToS script. So what I want you to do is I want you to just copy that blue part there. I want you to just copy paste it. So you're going to copy that, copy link, and then go to the top right corner where it says setup on Thinkorswim. You're with me so far, team? I posted in the chat room. Let me know once you're there, Tiffany. Perfect. We're seeing some yeses. This is great. This is really great. Hang in there, team. We're going to take a look at how you're going to use that as a scanner as well. We're going, just bear with me for now, please. We got to make sure everyone's going to be able to get it. It works and looks the same. That's really awesome, party. I can't wait until we get the ToS and everything up too. And then I'll show you how you can use it as a scanner to look for stocks. Can we use your script in Trader's Workstation? Unfortunately, Darshana, you won't be able to. However, if you can figure out to make it similar like mine, that will still work. It'll be the same thing. Matter of fact, hang in there, because once we get to the scanner part, you'll easily be able to identify or you'll easily be able to set up the same thing on IBKR, use to pretty much scan for stocks. Sorry, where to find the link? You can find it on our Discord, Tiffany. Are you on our Discord channel right here? So if you go to Discord, I just shared the link. Go to the chat room, and this is the link right here. So copy this particular link right here. I think you were referring to like where to find the links. It'll be in the pin messages, but I'm posting them one by one. We're going to import it one by one so that the team won't get confused. So for now, try to find this particular one. Perfect. Okay. So now copy that. Okay. Copy that. Just highlight it, and then copy that. So highlight it and then copy that. Copy text, and let me know once you have copied the text. Does anyone else need help so far? Anyone else need to figure out how to get there? Give me some yeses if you figured it out so far, team. If you have copied it and now you're waiting for me. Awesome, Gene. Awesome, Terry. Awesome, Rima. Awesome, Nick. Awesome, Gary. Awesome, Kyra. Awesome, Brett. Nice. That's a lot of yeses. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Our man Dan is working. All right. So now what we do is we go to the top right corner where it says setup. We'll go to the top right corner where it says setup. And I want you to click on it, and then a menu will pop up. The first is application settings. The second is open shared items. We're going to click on open shared items, and this menu will pop up. So far, so good, team. So to get this menu to pop up, you're gonna go to setup. You're gonna click on setup, top right corner, on your Thinkorswim. When you go to the top right corner, it'll say setup, chat rooms, support, messages. Click on the first one with the gear icon, the setup, and then this will pop up, this menu. You got application settings, open shared items, and then all the way at the bottom you got this is where your scripts will go. But for now, open shared items, which is the second one down the list there from the top. So click on open shared items, and then what I want you to do is I want you to copy, I want you to paste that link that we got, that text, into here. So I want you to paste it into here, and then it should allow you to click on preview. All right, team? It should allow you to click on preview. Once you click on preview, something like here, a box should show up. Let me know if you have that so far, and let me know if you don't, so that I can help you. Good to go. Awesome, Nick. Awesome. Awesome, Rima. Awesome, Sputnik. Awesome, Gene. Won't let me paste. I see. Try to click on Control plus the V on the keyboard. So click on Control plus V. Control V, yeah. Control V. I think the control for most keyboards, for me, it's all the way on the left bottom corner on the keyboard. Starting from the left all the way at the bottom, that'll be where the CTRL is. CTRL plus V. Once you click that, once you combine those two keys, CTRL plus V, it's going to instantly paste that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so now it says import item as, I want you to name it 2025 setup, 2025 ToS setup. Name it 2025 ToS setup. And once you do, click on import, and once you import it, nothing will happen. Okay, nothing will happen. That's all right, because then what we do is we go back to the top right corner where it says setup, and then we go all the way to the bottom, and this is where our ToS script is. Okay, team. So 2025 setup should be right there, and you can just click on it, Once you click on it, it'll reload your entire setup. And now this is what you should have on your chart, just like mine. You're going to have two windows. Now, for the windows, you can make one of them. You see this one right here? You can make one of them basically smaller. You make one of the windows smaller and leave one large. The reason why you have this particular windows there is so that if you're looking at, let's say you're looking at you're looking at Apple, you're looking at Nvidia or something, and you're like, all right, Nvidia is a little bit weak right now. I want to see what the overall market's doing. You go to the overall market and you're like, oh, this is why the market's weak. Or you're looking at the S&P 500 and you're seeing that it's showing a little bit of strength. Then you're going to go over the stocks to see which particular stocks are doing good. And you can pull up the stocks there. There's all sorts of reasons to have the second window. But whenever you're not using it, you can just drag it here. Like as soon as you go right here on this line, as soon as you go on that line there, this little two arrow that points both ways will appear. And then you hold that with your mouse, and you can bring it all the way to the right or to the left. I'm going to bring it all the way to the right here so that I can extend this particular chart. And that's what I do during the time when I'm looking for setups. Will this work on dual monitors to separate the windows? On dual monitors, what you can do is you can just open up two Thinkorswim tabs again. Actually, you can even separate the tab if you like. Party YD, you can separate the tab. Let me figure out how to do it. I think you click on something here to separate. Detached. So you're going to detach, and you can get that same setup. Here's the detached one. Here's the detached one, and you can get that same setup on here as well, on your other screen. So far, so good, team. Does everybody have access to this so far? Everyone have access to this? Saron, let me know what part you need help with so we can do it. Were you able to download Thinkorswim on your computer, on your desktop? Have you gone past that part? Okay, perfect. So you have got the, okay. Now go to our Discord, go to our Discord server. Go to our Discord server, and then go to this particular text right there. And copy this particular text right there, Saron. Awesome, Vic. Awesome. Perfect. Let me know once you're there. Just copy that text right there. Copy text. And then go to setup. Go to the top right corner on our Thinkorswim. Go to the top right corner where it says setup with the gear icon, and go to open shared items, which is the second one starting from the very top. Once you click that, just click on hold Control on your keyboard, the CTRL, hold CTRL and V together, and then it's instantly going to paste that right there for you. Now, if you paste it, let's say that extra part, remove that. So remove that extra part. Just make sure it's only the text, okay? HTTPS //TOS.mx and yeah, just make sure there's no spaces in between them. Once you do, click on preview and then click on import, and it should go right here. It should go to the setup again. So when you close that, nothing should happen. But then when you go to the setup and you go all the way to the bottom, it'll be right there. The saved setup should be there. And once you click it, it'll basically restart your ToS, and it'll look like that. It'll reload it, and now you have the same setup. How to detach? You can go to this top right corner here. You can go to the top right corner. Actually, let me see. Oh yeah, you go to the top right corner here and click on those four lines there, four dashed lines there on the menu, and then you should be able to see detach. And there I was able to detach it. Perfect, perfect. All right. So hopefully Saron got that as well. Keep us updated, Saron. Let us know. Do I need to log in to use this app? Yes, sir. You will. Yes, Priyak. You will need to. You will need to sign in. So you'll need to have an account with Schwab, and Schwab owns this platform here, this TOS platform. So when you sign up with them, and it is completely free. It doesn't cost you a penny to sign up with them. Just add a dollar, so that they won't close your account in a couple of years, thinking that it's inactive, and you should be able to use it forever. So yeah, once you sign up with them, you go to their platform, and you go to schwab.com. You go all the way to the bottom, download Thinkorswim exactly from their website, and yeah. Oh, that's perfect then. That's perfect. If you have an account with them, all you need to do is just download Thinkorswim on your desktop computer, and then log in with your credentials there. Once you log in with your credentials, go back to the class recording and do the same thing. Do the same thing that we have done. Looks like one of our team just posted the Thinkorswim download link here for anyone. Thank you so much for doing that, Party YD. This should make it easier for anyone that's trying to download it. All right, so we have got the TOS script downloaded so far. And now, team, I want you to do the same with the other two links here. I'm going to post another link, and I want you guys to do the same here. So the other two links are going to get you this this watch list here, as well as this particular watch list. And I'll tell you what we're going to do with those very two crucial watch lists there. And I'll show you how we can even open up more watch lists so that we can apply the same scanner on any other watch list that we pull up on our watch list there. So now we did get the chart, and now we're going to do the S&P 500 stocks. So do the same thing for this one here, team. I'm going to copy link and post it there for our team. So now I've pasted that one, and we're going to call this one S&P 500 stocks watch list. Okay, now team, I want you to do the same thing, okay? I want you to paste that link again. Copy that link again. Copy it, copy link, and then go to the top right corner on your Thinkorswim setup, and then go to open share items, the second one down from the very top, open shared items. And once you click that, this should show up. This menu should show up. And click on CTRL plus V together. It's going to paste that link in there. Once you have that link pasted, click on preview, and I want you to name this item, import item, as S&P 500 stocks watch list. You can just say S&P 500 stocks. Just type S&P 500 stocks for this one. Let me know once you've done that, team. Please give me a yes if you have achieved that and you have clicked import. Yes, Tiffany, that link will be in the chat room. I see Rima got it, Party YD got it, LC got it, Terry got it as well now. Perfect. Sputnik. Awesome, team. Jean, perfect. Once we have more yeses, we will move on. So once you have that, I can go ahead and quickly show you, for those of you that got in here a little bit late. So you're going to go back to the chat room where I typed that link, and you're going to copy that, okay? Copy that link. copy link, and now go to the top right corner on our Thinkorswim, where it shows the setup icon, the setup gear icon, right next to chat room, support, messages, and so forth, and click on that. Once you click on it, this menu here will show up. Application settings, open shared items. What we're going to click on is open shared items, which is the second one starting from the very top. So once you click on open shared items, this menu will show up. So now you're going to hold these two keys on your keyboard, CTRL and V. When you hold it together, it's going to paste that link we just copied in here. And now you can click on preview. Once you click on preview, it'll show this right here, open item as, I want you to name it S&P 500 stocks. This is because this particular one is a watch list. And I'll show you how you can get that watch list up. So once you click on import team, once you click on import, for me, it says S&P 500 stocks watch list already exists. Are you sure you want to override it? Yes, I do. So I'm going to do it for the sake of the team. Now, when you do a team, this is what will show up. This right here will show up, okay? I want you to close this menu here now. I want you to close the menu. And now nothing should happen, okay? Nothing should happen. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to click on, you see this at the very bottom. Let me just remove this from, I think this is from Zoom, but how do we remove that annotation? Oh, there we go. Okay. So team, now I want you to go to the very bottom of your desktop here on the top left corner. You see those three, inputs right there? We got the skip, we got the plus, and then we got the gear icon. I want you to click on the plus, okay? Let me know once you have figured this out, team. Once you click on the plus, this menu will show up. It'll say account info, calculator, chart describer, dashboard, FX currency map, level 2, lines, live audio, live news, market depth, message center. I want you to find watch list. Watch list is, for me, it's all the way at the second row at the very bottom. I want you to click on watch list. And if you click on watch list, this menu will pop up here. This menu will pop up. So now what I want you to do is change the, do that twice, do that 3 times, okay? Make sure you have 3 different watch lists popped up. So do the plus again and then click on another watch list. So you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 of them. So I'm gonna remove these 2 since I already have them. Actually, I'll remove all this. I'm gonna remove all this and I'll just start fresh so that the team there we go. So now your watch list should look like this. You should have 3 watch lists there. And now what I want you to do is change the very first one, change the top one. Just click on the top right there where I'm clicking on. So you have the watch list there. You have the watch list. Make sure you have the arrow opened. Okay, expand that little arrow there. So that little arrow that you're seeing, make sure you're expanding it so that it points down, meaning that it's expanded. So once you've done that, I want you to go to your personal. So there's going to be so many watch lists, so many options there, which we will look at shortly. But for now, I just want you to go to the personal. I want you to hover over personal. When you hover over personal, there should be S&P 500 stocks. I want you to hover over S&P 500 stocks and then click on it. Once you click on it, this particular dash, all of these names will show up here. Okay, team? So far, so good. Give me some yeses if you got that S&P 500 stocks watch list show up right there. Awesome, awesome. We got 4 already. Perfect. 5. Nice, nice. Cool elephants in here too. Awesome, awesome, Amy. Awesome, Gene. Really awesome, everyone. Okay, perfect. Now, for those of you that have done it, while we wait for everyone else to catch up, for those of you that have done it, I want you to go over. Actually, I think you may. Okay, team. Someone take a screenshot of their computer. I would like to see what you're seeing. I would like to see if you have the mark, the net change, and the percentage change also. If you don't have it, we're going to have to set that up. Will you be sharing the screening criteria? What is that, Darshana? Oh, you mean like how we're going to like scan for stocks? If so, yes, we're going to as well. Not able to download Charles Schwab. Oh, you're not able to download Thinkorswim. I see. I see. Go to the link on top. Just scroll up a little bit. Scroll up, and go to this link that Party YD shared, and click on Schwab there. It should allow you to download it.
So, Badi, I joined a little late on my computer. So when I logged in, I don't have the chat history. If you can paste that link one more time, it will be great.
I'm sorry, you said, oh, you don't have the chat history on for Thinkorswim? Sorry, for Zoom?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Party YD or Cool Elephant, please post that same link in the Discord, yeah, so he can click on it directly from the Discord. Will that work? Can you click on it directly from the Discord chat room? Hopefully you can. Awesome. Perfect. Amazing. All right. So okay, so we have got that now. Perfect. All right, where were we? Okay, so team, someone take a screenshot. I want someone to take a screenshot of their screen because I would like to see if you guys have this right here. What do you guys have? You have symbol, mark, or do you have like symbol, bid and ask, and all the other extra stuff? For me, I have these. I have symbol, mark, net change, and percentage change. LC, your screen is loading. Perfect. Thank you so much. Let's take a look. Okay, so you have, oh my God, you got the same setup I do. Did you set that up before, or is that actually what you got? Did it automatically set it up for you? What? That's freaking awesome. You guys, that took me 5 years to, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Within just the link, you guys are able to get that. That's really awesome. Perfect. Okay. I think you might be on, oh, okay. No, never mind. You're good. Okay, perfect. Why does yours say on demand and mine says connected? I'm not sure why it says that. Maybe you're on demand. Maybe you have on demand on. No, I don't think you do actually, but I'm not sure why it says on demand. Mine says connected up there. Oh, he has. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I think he might be on demand. Oh yeah, he is. Hey, unclick that. Unclick on demand. Okay, if it says on demand, just click on the very top and unclick it. Like, I mean, if you click it, I think it goes away. It's highlighted when on demand. All good now, connected, perfect, amazing, perfect. Okay. Um, all right. So now that we got that set up, okay, so what I wanted to do, LC, the reason why I asked if you guys also have that, which I'm very happy that you guys do. So now what I want you to do, team, is I want you to click on net change twice. Okay, click on net change twice. Once you click on net change twice, the top stock should be LLY, Lulu, Meta, CHTR, MSCI. Do you guys have that so far? Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to show you. How we use that scanner. All right. We'll be back to this, but so far, this is what I want you to do every single morning. Okay, team. I want you to do this every single morning. You're going to click on the net change, and you're going to look at, you're basically, the point of doing this is so that you can catch the stocks that have the highest percentage net change. Okay, team, so far so good. We're going to come back to that shortly. All right, so now let's go over the second watch list. Let's go over the second watch list, and we're going to do the same thing here. So you see how we did this particular watch list here for the S&P 500 stocks watch list, team? Now we're going to do another one. So go to pinned message. I'm going to go to pinned messages, and I'll post that in there actually for our team. So now we did the S&P 500 stocks, and now we do the S&P 500 sectors. Okay. Now we're going to do the S&P 500 sectors. So copy link on that, and let's paste that. And I will call it S&P 500 sectors. Oh, there we go. All right. So team, now what I want you to do is copy that as well. All right. Highlight the text only. Copy the text. Copy the text. And now go to the top right corner. Go to the top right corner where it says setup on the Thinkorswim platform, and do the same thing. Go to open shared items. And now Control plus V together. Hold the CTRL and V control on your keyboard together, and it is going to paste that instantly for us. Once it pastes it, go to preview. It should allow you to preview, and now this will show up. All right, this right here will show up. So I want you to import the item as SPDR Sectors. SPDR Sectors. Once you have changed the name to SPDR Sectors, click on Import. Okay, team? Let me know if you are at this part so far. Party said it opened a floating window. Perfect. Okay. Close the floating window, Party, and now I'll show you where to basically where to go next. We got 2 yeses so far. We're waiting for more yeses here. Let me know, team. Let me know if you imported that link as well. I'll show you how to do it again. So you go back to our most recent chat in the Discord and copy that text right there. Just click on copy, very simple, copy text, and then go back to the top right corner for our Thinkorswim platform. On the desktop, on the top right corner, there's this gear icon setup. And now if you click that, this menu should pop up. You got application settings, open shared items. What we want to click on is open shared items, which is the second one down the list from the very top. So click on open shared items. This menu will show up here. Shared item URL. Now we're going to paste that link we just copied by holding the CTRL and the V button on our keyboard, which will instantly paste that right there. So once you click on preview, this menu will show up. This menu will show up, and now make sure you have the name set as SPDR Sectors. All right. Open item as SPDR Sectors and then click import. Once you click import, you should have the setup on your computer, but nothing will happen. A little window will show up actually, but just close that little window as well. Now, here's what I want you to do, team. Go to the second watch list that we opened. Go to the second watch list that we opened and go back to personal there. Personal should be the 5th one down the list there, starting from the very top. Go to personal and now click on SPDR sectors. Okay, team, click on SPDR sectors. And here's how you're going to extend it. What I want you to do is click on right around here. Look at the zoom when you can, team, and do exactly what I'm doing there. So once you have those two arrows that are pointing in both sides, up and down show up, let me know once you have that. Once you have that, I want you to extend it down a little bit, okay? Extend it down a little bit to show all of the sectors and a little bit of space between it so that you're not getting it mixed up, or you have just to have it organized. That's how I have mine. So again, you're gonna click on these little spaces in between the two different watch lists. As soon as you go right in between them, there's going to be those two arrows, those dual arrows that are pointing in both sides, and you can basically hold your mouse and just drag it down. Once you drag it down, you can see there will be a lot. But for the top one, just have a little bit of it. Don't have way too much of it. Have about let's see, how many watch lists am I looking at? 3, 6, 9, 12. Have about 20 open, okay? Have about 20 of the watch lists, or 25 that you can see on the list. And I'll show you why. Okay, team? So now that you have given it a little bit of space, you have the SPDR sectors and the S&P 500 stocks. Let me know. Let me know so that we can move on to our next step there. So team, I'm hoping that everyone in here now so far has that S&P 500 stocks watch list and the SPDR sectors. So make sure you do the same thing, okay? Click on the net change. Click on the net change and make sure you see the sectors that outperform the most at the top. Now, this one has the bid and ask. Team, this one has the bid and ask. So what I want you to do is I want you to click on the little gear icon there. Click on the gear icon and customize and remove the bid and ask there. Click on the bid and ask. So all of the ones that you have should be right here. So the symbol, last, net change, and bid and ask. I want you to remove the last as well and change it to mark. So look up a column and type in mark. Once you see mark, double click on it, and once you double click on it, or sorry, no, click on it and then why isn't it Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Oh, add right here. Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, right here, team, click on add. So you're going to click on any, for example, let me remove all of this, okay? Because we don't want to see any of that. So click on remove for all of them and only leave symbol, okay? Only leave symbol. Have symbol and have it in this order. It's very crucial you have it in this order, all right? So you're going to have it on symbol, mark, and then net change. So let's find net change. Net change right there. Hover over net change and now click on add. So we have symbol, mark, net change, and now we need percentage change. So click on the percentage change and this one right here. So percentage change and click add. So you should have symbol, mark, net change, and percentage change. You do not need the bid and ask. The bid and ask is going to absolutely obliterate your eye vision because of the amount of times that it changes throughout the day. Believe me, this absolutely organizes it really well, and I've been using it for a long time. So you should have symbol, mark, net change, and percentage change. So far, so good, team? Please give me a yes if you have that. If you have everything the way I have it. If you have everything the way I have it, and what I want you to do, team, you can remove the third watch list. You can have it as like Sunday weekly watch list if you like. You can do a Sunday weekly watch list the way I do it. You see, if you go to personal, for me, I have this Sunday weekly watch list, and this is how I keep track of it. But you don't really need it. So if you don't need it, go click on that those 4 dash lines there and go to delete gadget. So you don't need that extra part. You can just have the SPDR stocks and the SPDR sectors there. Oh, so you go right here. You go right here. You see that little small gear icon there, Terry? That little small gear icon. So if you go to symbol and then just go all the way to the right, starting from symbol, just hover to the right and right, you're going to see that little gear icon there. That little gear icon, once you click it, it'll show customize. Um, just click on customize. This little menu will show up. Just make sure it's in this order. Okay, you got symbol, mark, net change, and percentage change. Team, I'm going to show you why I don't have bid and ask there. For any of you that has bid and ask, if you click on, let's say you're going through the scanner, right? Let's say that it's the night before the market opens, and you're going through your scanner. Okay, you're going through your scanner. If you have bid and ask and you click on right here to like hover between different of them, different symbols of them, what will happen is once you click on bid, it's instantly gonna try to buy it for you, and that's horrible. Or it'll try and change the symbol. Like once you click on mark, actually, if you click on the symbol, it'll try and change it. Okay, so never click on directly on the symbol when you're trying to go through the scanners. Always click on mark. Okay, if you want to, like, let's say I want to hover over DE. I want to see what DE is doing down there. I'm gonna click on the mark on the DE, and when you click on it, it just hovers you over it. And okay, team, I forgot something. Make sure you see this little thing right here, team. You see that little link thing, that little link icon there. You see that little link icon, team. Make sure you link that link icon to the yellow. All right. So that little link that you see there, the icon there, I want you to change the first one from the S&P 500 stocks to yellow. Let me know once you've done that, please. And then go to the top right corner right here and make sure you also have that to yellow as well. Okay, team. So far, so good. So right here, you see right here, right next to your watch list, there's going to be a little bit of there's going to be this small link icon. So make sure you link that to the yellow color, and then go to the top right on your chart there, and also have that to yellow as well. So cool elephant. This link here, this link here connects it. So now if I wanna go through my watch list, right? Take a look at what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click on, let's say I'm on LLY. I'm gonna go to DE. If I click on DE, it'll instantly connect DE to that so that I can see it on my screen. So I'm gonna go to the daily chart, and let's go to the daily chart, and let's take a look at a different stock. Let's take a look at FDX and see what FDX is doing. I click on FDX, and now I can see the daily chart for this one right away immediately, and I can just like pretty much hover over them really fast, and just look at different stocks that are showing up on that scanner there. Darshana, what does the mark stand for? So what the mark is basically a midpoint between the bid and the ask. It is the true price of that given stock or instrument. This one's a Biogen right here, Biogen Inc., this stock. So far, so good, team. Has anyone caught up to where we are currently at? Please give me some yeses if you have caught up to where we're at. Let's see how many we achieved with setting up the Thinkorswim for. Awesome, team. Awesome, awesome, awesome. A good amount of yeses. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hopefully there's more. Hopefully there's more. All right. So now you have got my S&P 500 stocks and S&P 500 sectors. Now, before you close it, this is a must you do this, okay? Before you close this one right here, before you get off and go somewhere else, I want you to do this, okay? Click on both of these stocks here. Click one of them. Click for the second screen, click on QQQ. Sorry, have the symbol search for QQQ, okay? Type QQQ there. And then go to the daily chart. Go to the daily chart for QQQ. So click on the D. When you go to time frame there on the top, right in the middle, right here, right in the middle of each of the windows, there's going to be this time frame. So for the time frame, click on D, okay? Click on, which stands for the daily chart. Let me know once you guys have done that for both of them. Have one as the S&P 500. So have this as SPY and have the other one as QQQ. Okay, team? Let me know if you have that, please, because we're about to do the most crucial part here, which is saving your setup for you. Good afternoon, Jorge. Happy early birthday to your wife. We wish you and your wife an amazing time. Thank you so much for attending. We got Party YD with a yes. Perfect, perfect. All right, team. So now I want you to go and save your setup, all right? Actually, before we do that, we need more. We need more yeses. We got to make sure everyone has it. So team, if you are lost and you don't know what's going on, please, please, please ask me. Let's get you set up. We need to get you set up. This is extremely powerful. If I can just help you with this setup, everything else is going to connect. It's going to be so easy for me to teach you the way that I vision. So all right, so you're on the daily chart, right? You're on the daily time frame. You're on the daily time frame there. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Now, here's what I want you to do, team. I want you to go back to setup. This step is extremely crucial because if anybody got off right here and they didn't save it, they're going to be screwed when they sign in again tomorrow. It's not going to save. So we need to make sure that your setup saves. And here's how you do it. You're going to go back to the top right corner where it says setup. All right, team? You're going to go back to the top right corner where it says setup. Remember, do not click those links again yet, all right? We need to save it first. Go to save workspace as. Go to save workspace as. So save workspace as is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 links down. 6 links down, you're going to see save workspace as. Once you click on that, this menu here will show up. It'll say save workspace as. I want you to type your name first. I want you to type your name. For example, Sputnik's 2025 setup or Cool Elephant's 2025 setup, Tiffany's 2025 setup, Nick's 2025 setup. Okay, team? Please let me know once you have done that. So once you save, we got 3 yeses so far. 4, 5, 6, perfect, perfect. 7, nice. 8, perfect. There we go. We're getting good numbers here. Perfect, team. Perfect. All right, so now here's what we do. We go back to the setup, and now I want you to test it. I want you to test it and click on your link there that you just saved. It should say your name 2025 setup. Okay, remember, it should say your name 2025 setup, not just the 2025 setup that we imported earlier. This one should have your name there. So there should be two saved ones there. One should say 2025 setup that you got from me earlier, and then it should say your name, 2025 setup. I want you to click on it and see if it'll work. If the same setup that we just made will show up with the S&P 500 stocks, S&P 500 sectors saved up, SPY saved up, QQQ saved up on the daily chart. If you have it saved up, team, this is the most crucial yeses, all right? This is the most crucial yeses that we need here, because if you have that setup, that means that no one can take away this setup from you now. This is what I mean. So the setup, now you got the setup, that's all yours. You have that, and I mean, you're pretty much set. Honestly, you really are set here. And now all you have to figure out is how I use the scanner, how I use the sector rotations, so that you can use it the way that I use it, and make me obsolete. Perfect. So we got four. We got four yeses so far. Hopefully you guys did. Hopefully you guys do it right. I got an unexpected error, but everything is working okay. Um, I see party. Okay. Do you have, okay, can you do it again? Can you try and do it again? Try and save it. Go to the same thing. Go to setup and try to work, save workspace as again. I'm restarting my TOS to see if I got the same setup. Okay, perfect. Restart it and then come back. Once you come back, I want you to go back to the setup and then look for elephants, cool elephants 2025 setup. Or if you set it as your name 2025 setup. Jorge with his die spy all the time, man. Spy did die pretty hard on Friday though. That was team. Let me know once you are at that part, please. Let me know if you got your, so you got your setup, because we didn't get a lot of yeses, and that a little bit is concerning, because that was the most crucial part. We need to make sure that your setup did save and that you have that setup. For some reason, my watch list left. This is because you did not save it. That's why, Tiffany. That's what I was concerned for. Can you show where the daily is? This is where the daily is, Terry. You see all these charts here? Like, there's different ones. There's M, and then max. What that means is this is the monthly, and this goes back maximum in regards to data. This is W, meaning weekly, and it goes back max in regards to data from the past on the stocks chart price. This one says D, 1D max, meaning each candle is going to be 1 day, and it'll show maximum data available from the company. This one says 4 hour, and then 360, because each candle is going to be 4 hours, and it'll go back 360 days. So this right here is 360 days of chart given there. So what I want you to do is I want you to click on the one that says 1D, 1Y. So 1D, 1Y means that each candle is going to be 1 day, and it'll go back 1 year. So you're seeing over 1 year of data right here. You have 5 minutes. Oh, looks like your time frames did not save. I don't see indicators on my chart how to enable it. OMG, that's bad. That means none of my scripts worked on yours, AB. Did you just join, or were you here the whole time? Terry, were you able to find it? The daily chart? I just installed and missed some part of the session. No worries, no worries. Same error, but I log in and out a few times and everything is there. Everything works. No idea what the error was. Uh, Change to little stars. Oh, okay. So if it changed to little stars, that means that it's trying to, it's covering it. Okay. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. No worries. That's fine. But you do have everything. You do have the watch list and everything, party. You do have, okay, no worries. Perfect. As long as that works, that's all good. Everything is white and blue, but the screen watch lists and all the others are there. Huh. But color theme changed. Everything is white and blue. That does not sound good. Will you be sharing this recording? Yes, I'll share it in the library. We're going to take a look at the watch list very shortly, but I need to make sure that everyone did get the setup here, because that's the most crucial part. All my setups look, but the color and theme changed. That did happen to me once. How did I fix it? I can't remember. I can't remember how I fixed that. But I did have it like that one time too. Oh yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, I did have that one time too. Give me one moment. I do like, okay, that's perfect. You even have the weekly watch list. That's really perfect. Um, okay, let's try and figure this out. Let's try and figure this out. Give me one moment here. Um, I think we may have to go. Okay, let's go to setup and let's go to application settings. Actually, no, it's not going to be there. Sorry. Setup and application settings. I thought it'd be here. I thought it would be. Um, can you show us, Amy? Can you show us in the setups and application? Let me go to application settings, display accounts, order active. Okay, system, real time, no delay, sound on, security, startup, always expand. Team, by the way, for startup, this is how I have it. Okay, class setup. Selected below is charts. I wanted to go on charts right away. Look and feel. Okay, I see. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Team, how this is how you do it. Go to color. Cool elephant. Go to color scheme and change that to dark. Change it to dark, and then font size. I have it on small. Spacing. I have it on normal. Menus for navigation tabs. I have it on delayed, but show delayed. But I don't think it should. I don't know why it's on delayed. Just click on show. Just click on show. Oh, yeah. Just click on show. Actually, I'll just keep it show delayed. No, let's click on show. Let's change that up. Okay. But yeah, this is how I have mine so far. I hope you figured it out. Cool elephant. Take a screenshot so that we can see that it fixed your issue there. Awesome. Perfect. 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 Now, team, what I want to do here is I want you guys to give me a yes if you have the same setup that I have after you refreshed your setup. When you went to your name, when you clicked on let's say Amy's 2025 setup, I want you guys to see if you have the same setup that I have, because now if you do close your computer and then open it again, you're going to have the same setup. Or if you don't have the same setup, tomorrow morning, you can just go to setup and you can just click on it. And now you're going to have the same setup immediately. There we go. So far, so good, team. So again, you're just going to click on it. You're going to click on your name and it should reload your setup. So if you ever make a mistake and you remove something, you can just do that and it'll refresh everything. My watch list will not copy again. Not sure what happened. So Tiffany, this is because you you didn't save it properly. So here's what you can do. for your setup, for your watch list to show up again, I want you to go back to the same watch list here and just add it. All right, go to personal and then add it, like S&P 500 stocks. And then for this particular watch list, change to SPDR sectors. Let me see YD, party YD screen. Let's take a look. All right. Yeah, looks amazing. Honestly, looks amazing. Perfect. Um, SPDR. Yeah, everything looks perfect. Everything looks absolutely perfect. Except this one here, Party YD. For your last watch list, you can remove the bid and ask and the last, and pretty much do the same here for mark, net change, and percentage change, and then make sure you save your setup again. Anytime you make a change, make sure you guys do set it up. Okay. But yeah, you're still set. I mean, the third one is just a watch list. Doesn't really matter how you set it up, your preference. But yeah, you have it perfect on these ones, and I'm so ready to show you what we do with that. Um, all right, team. Now, please, everyone, give me a yes if you have figured it out so far. If you have got to where we are at so far, please give me a yes. We got one yes, we got two, three, four, five. We got Haider. Perfect. Perfect. Six. Perfect. Perfect. YD seven, eight. Perfect, guys. That's a great number so far. I hope we double that. I hope we double that and get more of us that can have the same setup here. Now, team, remember, if you have a different platform, you can have your watch list be set in the same way, and you will still be fine. You're still gonna see the same thing that I'm seeing. So you can just have the mark, the net change, and the percentage change, and you got a scanner right there. And I'll show you how I use that. Let's allow our team just a minute here to figure it out. And anyone else that has yet to figure it out, give us some thumbs ups. Give us thumbs downs if you have yet to figure out. Let's see how many of us still need help. And if possible, explain where you're at, like what step you're stuck at. So, team, while our team decide or try to figure out, let's talk about some of the movements, okay, for Thinkorswim. Now, remember to move your, let's say, to give this one more room so that you can analyze a chart better. You can do this, okay? You can hover your mouse over this particular line here that separates both charts. And once you have the arrow that points to the left and the right, you can click on it, and you can pretty much hover and move it around wherever you like. If you want to have it this much, you can have it this way. If you want to have it back the other way, just make sure the two arrows pop up, and then you hold with your left mouse, hold, and you pretty much, let's say you take it all the way here. Now you're extending this part out. So far, so good. Now, let me show you why I have that, okay? Why I have a second screen. I have a second screen because maybe sometimes, like, I'll look at SPY and or I'll look at QQQ and I will look at Tesla, because if if I see the overall market showing weakness, then what that means for Tesla is that Tesla will also sell off. So let's take a look at how I use that in my everyday. So you see how this morning SPY on Friday morning, SPY was very weak. You can see SPY was very weak, and I noticed that each time that SPY was going up, Tesla was also rejecting it immediately after SPY was rejecting its line. So what happened is once SPY rejected one last time and we printed that bearish engulfing there, I entered the trade on Tesla and I honestly banked on Tesla puts. So this is how I look at the market. And I also look at Tesla or any other stock to basically to trade with the market momentum. So if Tesla shows weakness and I see that, sorry, if the S&P 500, meaning the overall market, is showing weakness, and I see that Tesla is also showing weakness, I'm going to take advantage of market conditions by shorting Tesla's weakness right there. So that's how I use these two different windows. Another reason why I have two different windows is, let's say that I'm hovering over the different stocks. By the way, team, make sure you have your yellow. Make sure this little icon, this link icon, make sure it's connected to yellow, and make sure the first window also has yellow. All right. And now what I want you to do is, for this one, you can actually you can leave it as that for now. That's fine. But so far so good, team. So far so good. You got this yellow link connected to that yellow link. That means you have the watch list connected to your first window. Now, why is that so crucial? Because if you go to analyze, sorry, if you go to trade now, I forgot to do that for the team actually. So team, when you go to trade, make sure you also link that to the second, okay? To the yellow. Make sure you link that one to the yellow as well. So you see how we're on the chart tab here? This is the chart tab, market watch list, scan, analyze, trade. I want you to go to trade. I want you to now go to trade, okay? And let me know once you're on the trade tab there. Perfect. Okay, I see Cool Elephants on the trade tab. Nick is on the trade tab. Sputnik, perfect. Rima, perfect. Nice. Party YD, Terry, nice. Okay, you guys. So um make sure you do save your setup again in a bit, because I want to make sure that you have that yellow link connected, and I want you to make sure that the yellow link is also connected here as well for the trade tab. Okay, so now if we connect that, let's say it's connected now. Okay, anytime we do let me actually connect it and save my setup again. I'll go ahead and click on save setup, save workspace as, body 2025 setup, save, perfect. Okay, now let's go back to the bodies 2025 setup. And let's refresh it. Once we refresh it and I go back to the trade tab, it should have that. Perfect. It's linked again. It's linked now. Okay. So now it's 30 minutes past midnight here in Abu Dhabi. Oh my God. I see. We'll have the watch list. We'll have to watch the rest of it on recording. No problem. I'm so sorry if it took a while for us to get here, but rest assured, Darshana, we are going to talk about the scanner, and you can watch the end of the class later when you wake up in the morning or whenever you have time. And I hope it does help you learn how to formulate trades off of this scanner. It is. And let me tell you, this is not something that's some sort of experiment. No, 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 no. This is how we send out alerts for our team. This is how Rainbond gets us those 30% on these January 16 expirations that are expiring in an entire year out. This is how. So very, very powerful scanner. Rima, I have to leave as well for an appointment, but we'll watch the recording later. This has been super helpful. Awesome, awesome. As long as I got to help you guys get the setup, helping you with the watch list is going to be very, very easy. That's very simple. As long as we got the most crucial part done, which is getting the setup for you. We're going to talk more in the upcoming classes, or sorry, in the upcoming session, to really help you utilize this particular setup. I want you guys to open this setup every single morning, okay? I want you to study it at nighttime, open it at nighttime, go over anything that you see on the watch list, and I want you to go to the different time frames, look at historical data, go to the monthly chart, and go back to as much as the past can provide you. Okay, for example. Meta was IPO'd back in 2012, and it shows data all the way back to 2012. And what I want you to do is I want you to chart lines and everything you can get, that we have learned from our mentorship. So I want you to draw support lines, uptrend lines. I want you to draw the zones by connecting the zones and doing all of that stuff. Okay. I want you to do all that stuff and really learn how to draw charts. Okay. Learn how to draw charts, look at when charts break down, go to different time frames, look at the historical data. If I go back to the daily chart and max, it'll show me when this particular stock lost its bullish channel, all of that good stuff. Okay. I want you to chart everything. Basically, the whole point of you doing that is so that you gain the experience. That's all. So that you can gain the experience, because the only way you're going to learn is if you draw and butcher every single chart you can. Just draw and butcher every single chart you can. And the most beautiful part about this is that in a couple years, in like 3 years or so, you're gonna come back to these stocks and you're gonna be like, oh my God, like I drew this a couple years ago, and now look at the sheer difference between how much I've improved and how well I can chart now. You go back to your charts, and it's just really an amazing journey. All right, so you guys, so far so good. Everyone's got the setups. Now let's talk about the watch list here. Hopefully you're all set. If you're not set, please make sure you do watch the recording. If you joined late, watch the recording. This will legit help you set up exactly what I have on my screen, something that took me over 7 years actually to tweak and have the way it is. And I love everything about the way I look at price action, the way I have everything set up, and I continue to improve and improve and improve. And these things here, the RSI, the TTM squeeze, all of that, I've had them for over 5 years. 5 years I've been studying these, and I'm telling you, there is no other there. This is perfect for me. This is absolutely perfect for me, and it has shown me the sheer edge when it comes to these uncertain times. Like I'm telling you, during uncertain times, team, I thrive because I have some tools here. Like I have some understanding that many other traders don't. And I feel very unfortunate for them, because a lot of traders, like they look at indicators, and I used to do that. They look at indicators like the TTM squeeze and say, "Oh, it's a lagging indicator." Like really, yes, you're right, it's a lagging indicator. But all I wanted to tell me is whether bulls have fuel or not, or whether bears have fuel or not. And if I can see that they have fuel, oh my God, man, that's it. That's all I need to know. If I know that bulls have fuel, and let's say we are holding a level of support where many bears are actually shorting, or many traders are deciding to short, oh man, this is the area where I thrive. I absolutely thrive. And let me show you how. You see right here, the TTM squeeze reset, right? Everyone was probably bearish in the market, thinking the market was going to crash in the last minute of Friday into power hour. But if you look at the power hour, look at how absolutely well they held the power hour. They held power hour so well, consolidated so absolutely well, and they printed the right defending candles just above the 20 EMA. And if you look, the TTM squeeze was just starting to fire with a lot of fuel just at the level of resistance, actually above the level of resistance. We had already broken out of resistance earlier, and we were just defending that. So once you saw bulls defending into power hour, right here, this is where power hour started, and that's where that squeeze operation began. So what is this candle here, team? For those of you that are part of the mentorship, you know damn well, if you see this green candle, that's a buy signal right there for a nice scalp or a day trade. You see this candle right there, that's a buy signal. That's a bullish momentum trade for an expansion. So you already know what these candles are. You already like, you see what I mean though, right, team? You guys see what I mean by some traders will be shorting here because they don't have the understanding that the market is possibly going to hold or even going to advance. But if we use our system, we see that, oh, you know what? Yes, bulls are holding. We see that. But do they have the fuel there? And we look at the fuel, we're like, damn, yes, it has the fuel. Then we get the bullish engulfing. You know, we're going to be trading that. You know, damn well. Why is that, team? Tell me why. Because we have fuel. We have fuel. So this is the power of this particular indicator, the TTM squeeze. And oh my gosh, man, this thing is deadly, you guys. Like, I'm telling you, I've been studying it for a long time, and it's absolutely perfect for me. It's really absolutely perfect for me on the long term and on the short term. And of course, you gotta take into the context, because remember, in a downtrending market, the big wave, or the main wave, the main move, the biggest move is going to be to the downside, therefore on the red, when on the flush operation. So it's going to be the opposite of what happens during an uptrending market. So the context is very important, and we teach that all in our mentorship program. For those of you that are part of it, you know that. And yeah, I hope you continue to learn. I hope today's session really prepares you for that and helps you look into that better and better. And I'm really, really excited, you guys. What is your perspective about the MACD? Is it going to help us if we have it on the chart? I think the MACD is pretty much very similar to the TTM squeeze. I'm not really a fan of the MACD, to be honest, because a lot of times I can figure it out just by the way price action is behaving. um, I like the TTM squeeze because it shows me the fuel. It shows me the breathe in and the breathe out of price action on that given trend. So if we're in an uptrending market, the breathe in and the breathe out for that uptrend and so forth. Is the TTM squeeze included on your setup? Yes, sir. It is included, Vic. Anyone that did download it, and when you get home later on, and you import the script like we did, you're going to have that same thing on your screen as well. So yes, you will have the TTM squeeze, and it will be exactly the way I have it, the same exact way that I have it. So you don't have to tweak these like I have. You see, these I have tweaked it. I've taken out the show plot names. I've taken out the show input names. Everything about this I've adjusted. I've made the width better. I've changed so much about the TTM squeeze, and I honestly love it the way it is. I've taken out all of the extra noise. Like if you get the normal TTM squeeze, it's gonna be much different from the way that I have it set up. So for those of you that are on different brokers and charting platforms, this is how you can set it up. Okay, the color, the negative and down is red. Negative and up is light green. Positive and down is light red, meaning cooling off. Positive and up means that it's in a full squeeze operation. Make sure you have the show plot, show bubble, show title the same way that I have. And now let's go to the volume composition here. Same thing. Make sure you have it the same. I have show plot off for that one. With this three, draw as these lines. Value is numerical. Color, obviously, alert, normal. That's the squeeze alert. Same thing. Make sure you have all of these plots the same thing I have, and I hope you'll be able to get the same setup I have. I know you will, because one time I had a 101 with one of our team, and I helped them on their spider. I think it was called something spider, their charting platform, and I was able to get the same plots on their setup. So I hope you do as well. Sorry about that. Now, without further ado, let's talk about the scanner. So let's talk about the scanner here, team. So far, any questions, team? Any questions? Do you ever use the actual TOS scan feature? That's a great question. I was hoping none of our team would get confused, and I like that you instantly found out the differences between the two. Um, I personally don't really use the scan. I probably could. You see, I used to use it back then. Actually, you see, I have the net change, the volume, and the percentage change. But I really don't use it. Fields, and the reason why is because I've already figured out a scanner that's very effective for me, extremely effective. Um, so that's the reason why I don't really use it. However, there has been curiosity lately, Fields, for, like, you know how some traders out there, they look for the highest volume and so forth. Like, they have these scanners that locates the highest volume within those given stocks in a day, like stocks with the highest volume. What I would like to do is I would like to find out which particular on TOS, like which ones has the highest volume here. So if you go through all of these scanners, there are so many, like there are the top 10% gain of Nasdaq, and like there are so many different scanners that you can go through. Like you can go to the new yearly highs and the new yearly lows. And what I particularly want to find is like one that will basically find stocks with the highest volume. And now what I want to do is, on those list of stocks with the highest volume, I would like to run this scanner on them. I would like to run this scanner, and oh my, whew, it's gonna be badass, you guys. I can't even imagine it. I'm actually going to figure it out this weekend. I've been trying to figure it out, but honestly, like, I have so many things to do. I still need to edit or remove all the mistakes on this PDF file. So I'll be changing everything and then uploading the PowerPoint to our website so the team can also get the new updates. But um, yeah, if you ever decide to do it on volume, because that's all we care about as traders. We care about a lot of volume, and as long as we have the volume, we can trade the crap out of it, because we're great at price action. We're great at price action, and as long as we got the volume, as long as we got the momentum, we can get trades in on that momentum setup right there. So team, I want to show you how I scan the S&P 5. So how I basically scan any stock. So it doesn't have to be the S&P 500 stocks. Okay, do keep that in mind. It can be, for example, if you go to social sentiment, I think this may have to do with volume. I'm not sure how TOS does that for social sentiment. I think it has to be on volume, but like you can see, it shows all the stocks that are up for the net change. And wait a minute. I think I did it wrong, you guys. It shouldn't be sorry, it shouldn't be net change and percentage change. It should be percentage change first, team. Okay. Make sure you change that, all right? For the scanner, I need to make sure that I send out an announcement later in the day. It should be percentage change and then net change, okay, team? Sorry about that. It should be percentage change and then net change. All right. So make sure you do adjust that. The way to adjust it is you click on the little icon there, you click on the little gear icon right next to your watch list there. You go to customize, and all you do is just move it around, okay? Like move this one to so it was like this originally. What I want you to do is I want you to put percentage change on the third one, just under mark. All right, team? Please make sure you do that, because that's how it's supposed to be. I don't want our team to be looking at net change, except various except certain days. Okay, on certain days we may, but that is a very rarity case. That's why I want you to have it on percentage change, because that's what we look out for. So let's take a look at these percentage changes. All right, so if we go to these percentage changes, and let's go back to the S&P 500 so that you guys won't be confused. If we go back to the S&P 500, we can see NEE, we can see WELL, we can see Lulu, we can see L, EIX, IP. So these are all stocks that are up the most percentage change wise. So far, so good, team. So all of these stocks here that are showing up on the top of the list are based off of, sorry about that. So if you mess it up, and let's say everything looks messy, just click on percentage change. Okay, anytime, just make sure you click on percentage change, and now it goes from the highest percentage down to the lowest percentages here as you go down the list. All right. So far, so good, team. Give me a yes if you're here, and you're pretty much up to perfect. Perfect. Okay, team. So now let's go through some of the setups here. Okay. Why do we look for percentage change and not net change? The reason why we look for percentage change is because if we look for net change only, if we look, let's do net change only, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do net change only. Oh, sorry about that. Give me one moment, please. There we go. So if I do net change only, we can see LLY, we can see Lulu, we can see Meta. It's an entirely different list. It's an entirely different list. And the reason why is because the net change looks for the biggest stock movers within the S&P 500 in dollar wise. Okay, dollar wise, that's what you see. You see LLY moved $18, so it's on top of the list. Lulu is the second one because it moved $12, with Meta the third one because it moved $11, and then CHTR moved $7. So it's on the third list. Okay, team. So if we go to net change now, net change is entirely different. We have NEE that's on the top of the list. Oops, sorry about that. We have NEE that's on top of the list because it went up 5.2%. And although it went up $3, it's on top of the list because it percentage wise related to the stock's price, it moved the biggest within the day on the S&P 500 stocks. Okay, team. So far, so understood, right? So far, you've understood this part about percentage change and net change. So percentage change is based off of the percentage change within that given session. Net change is based off of the dollar change, within that given session. So we will be using percentage change and not dollar net change. I will tell you when we will use dollar net change, but it's for larger accounts that will be trading stock prices. That's what net change is for. But we won't be doing that. We'll be focusing on percentage change because many of us here have smaller options accounts. So team, how do you use the percentage change in regards to the SPDR sectors? Now, the same understanding for the SPDR sectors. Make sure you guys also change that to percentage change and then net change. Okay, so you see how I have net change first. Make sure you guys do percentage change and then net change. Put net change all the way at the bottom, percentage change the third one right there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna resave everything again. So I'm gonna save everything again. Save workspace as bodies 2025 setup. Boom. And now the percentage change. If I reset my page, if I refresh it and go to my bodies 2025 setup, you will see that it's updated there. Percentage change. Everything is good now. All right. So if you see NEE, you see Nextra Energy. If you look at this stock here, team, this stock has a big green day here. This particular stock, NEE, looks very, very great for Monday. Matter of fact, I think this is going to rocket. Wait, did they report earnings? Oh, yeah. So we're going to trade NEE on Monday. All right, team? We're going to trade NEE bullish call on Monday. Why is that? Why are we going to trade NEE bullish call on Monday? Give me some points here. Give me some points, team. Why are we, based off of my scanner and how long you have known me for, why are we going to trade NEE tomorrow, heading into this following week? Green candle closed above the 20 EMA. That's 1 point. That's right. Yes, sir. That's check mark number one. We're at a level of support. Okay. We're at a level of support. That's right. That's check number two. But are we going to enter just because we're at a level of support, or are we entering because we got the reaction off of that level of support, Amy? We're going to trade it because we got the reaction off of the level of support. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so the team said reaction off of the level of support. Green candle closed above the 20 EMA line. That's 2 checks. The third one, we got a bullish engulfing candle. Also, if you look, we have a lot of volume. Now, we missed what is this particular oh, there we go. Rain Bond actually mentioned volume. Perfect. Um, Now, team, what is this particular strategy here called? This strategy in my book is called post earnings momentum trade strategy. Okay, thank you, Cool Elephant. You got that right. Yes, sir. That's a post earnings trade strategy. All righty. I said yes, sir. I'm sorry. Okay, team. So far this looks great. We're going to trade it on Monday. So now that we found a good stock, let's take a look at how we're going to take a look at its options chain. Are you ready, team? Are you ready to look at the options chain for NEE? Now, before we look at the options chain, actually, we'll take a look at the options chain. And then we will you know what, no, we'll go to the options chain. I need to talk about this in order so that you guys can see my process. Okay, so just the brain thought process. So when you look at something like NEE, and you see that NEE has a big demand reaction, team, what you're going to do is you're going to look at the particular sector that this stock is part of. So the NEE is part of the where is it XLE. It's part of the XL okay, so it should be part of I'm so sorry, I'm having a little bit of a brain it's an energy stock, so it should be in the energy sector. Um let's take a look at XLE. I see elephant, but I don't think it should be in XLE. Nextra should be in Nextra should be in, I think it might be materials if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look because um okay, so we are on energy here, and let's go to analyze, take a look at the stocks in here. Okay, so it's not the energy. Sorry, team, I'm having a little brain fart here. Let me just figure out which sector. It has to be XLB, not XLB. Okay. XLP, is it consumer oh, no, 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 team, utilities. Yes, Rain Bond, you beat me to it. You beat me to it. Good one. You beat me to it. When the student surpasses the teacher, that's Rain Bond right there, you guys. I'm telling you. Yeah, team, it's utilities. I'm sorry. It's XLU. Okay, so if we go to XLU here, what's going on? What if we take a look at XLU, and how do you look at that, team? How do you pull that up? You see these 11 sectors of the economy: XLK, XLY, XLE, XLI, XLB, XLRE, XLF, XLV, XLP, XLU, XLC. These 11 sectors are divided. They're called the 11 sectors of the economy. All right. So these 11 sectors of the economy have 500 top US listed stocks that are weighted into them. All right, these 500 US listed stocks, the S&P 500 has all of its stocks divided between these sectors. Okay, so one sector is going to be 12%, one sector is going to be 10%, one sector is going to be this much. Let's actually figure it out. Okay, give me one moment, team. S&P 500 sectors weights. All right, let's take a look. Give me one moment here, okay, team. Let's pull up what website really shows. There was a website I could go to that showed all of the sectors. Okay, so team, this is the weights right here. You see that? This is the S&P 500 weight. So we got technology, XLK, 13.8%, real estate, 6.2%, materials, 5.5%, industrials, 15.4%, healthcare, 12%, financials, 14%, energy, 4%, consumer staples, 7%, consumer discretionary is 9%. Now, team, these weights constantly change, okay? These weights constantly change, but this is a good representation of how, or yeah, how the weights will usually be. Okay. Technology sector 13.8%. The second high, the third highest, yeah, almost the second. I think now it is the second because they have beat industrials, and I'm pretty sure they've beat financials as well. But they're usually, financials and technology are about usually very, very close weights. Okay. So when you see financial sector down and XLK sector up, where do you think, which stocks do you think are going to be showing up on our scanner there? if if financials are down, let's say the financial sector XLF is down by 0.5% and XLK is up by 0.5%, what stocks do we expect to show up on our S&P 500 scanner here on the top? If that were the case, what stocks would you be expecting to show up on that scanner? Cool Elephant said financials and tech. That's right. However, tech is going to be the one that'll show up. Tech will be showing up at the top of the scanner, which is what we want to see. All right. So you guys get that understanding, right? So far, team? When you're seeing when you're seeing, let's say, a certain sector, and this is why we have the sector watch list. If we see that, let's do okay. So if we see what sector was up the most on Friday's closing session, what sector led the S&P 500, team? When you're looking at the sector on your chart right now, which sector led, sorry about that, led the S&P 500? Sorry about that. XLU, that is right, team. That is right. The utility sector did. Now, if we go back to our scanner, what stock is on top of the list? Now, if I go to utilities, right, and I go to the utility sector, and here's how you do it. You type in utility sector XLU, you type in XLU on your chart, and then what you do is you go to analyze, all right? I want you to go to analyze. So you see how we're on the chart tab for XLU? I want you to go to analyze. Now, on the analyze section, I expect you to also have that linked to the yellow, all right? Because we want to see the exact stock we have on our chart connected to this one so that we can look at what kind of stock it is, or what kind of sector it is. So now we can see the utilities. If you go to analyze, you're going to see the sector rotations for this one. Sorry, you're going to see the holdings, the funds holdings. So we got NEE, which is 11.7%. We got CEG, which is 8.9%. We got SO, that is 7.4%. DUK, 6.9%. VST, 5.4%. SRE, 4.3%, AEP 4.9%, 4.2%, and so forth. Dominion 3%, and so forth. Now, if we look at the stocks here, I bet we can find the same stocks that are basically in here. We will recognize the same stocks that are basically in here. So you're going to see a mix of utilities. And what other sector are you going to see here, team? What other stocks within that sector do you think, within different sectors, do you think is going to show up on our scanner? Based off of the SPDR sectors, based off of what's leading on the SPDR sectors, and each session, team, this is going to change. Okay, this is why this is so great, because each session you're looking at what particular sector is going to lead. Now, the beauty about this is that there are times where the same sector is going to get rotation for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So knowing these kind of stocks here, OMG, team, you see where I'm going with this now. So XLC, which is the communications platform, if we go to XLC there, let's type in XLC, we can see Meta, Google, Netflix, Disney, TTWO, CHTR. Okay, now let's go back to our scanner and look at what stocks are up. CHTR is literally right here up 2%. Do you see that, team? CHTR is on the list up there, up 2%. So that's part of the XLC sector. Let's see what other stocks we can find. I bet Meta will be on here as well. So we got Google. Google's up over 1%. You can see from the XLC sector, and TMUS, which is T-Mobile. So XLC sector is the communications and streaming platform. So that's why you're seeing streaming stocks also being up here, like T-Mobile and so forth. Um, sorry, Netflix and Disney and so forth. So that's why you're seeing these stocks up here, and you're also seeing XLP. And XLF up. So XLP, let's take a look at XLP. This is the consumer staples, all right? Now, XLP, we got Cost, Walmart, PG, KO, PEP, PM, CL, all of the TGT, all of these stocks that are also up, getting that rotation. Now, team, here's what I want you to do, okay? Whenever you see a particular sector leading, I want you to look at its chart. So I want you to look at XLU there. I want you to look at XLU, and you can change that to the yellow as well. You can change it to yellow so that it instantly will update your chart. So if we take a look at utilities here, we can see that utilities is making a potential base rally setup to target that $83. XLC, we can see XLC is leading. However, it is definitely overbought. It does show that it can get another green day to 102 tomorrow to test the top of that resistance. But we do have to be careful because it's if you want to talk about going with the momentum of the market, it's heading towards this level of resistance at 102. So the fact that this particular sector is showing that it has room to test that resistance level at 102, what do you think is going to happen heading into Monday or Tuesday session? You're going to see these particular stocks in this sector show up on the scanner, trying to have green days towards that level there. So very, very beautiful, you guys. I'm telling you. XLP, if we take a look at XLP there, let's go to XLP. We look at XLP. XLP looks like we're having a smart money concept. We have a base rally. We have sold off all the way back down. And now we are sitting inside of this smart money zone. And let me show you what a smart money zone is here. Straight from the mentorship program. Give me one moment, team. Let me locate it. There we go. So the smart money is this, okay? You have a rally, you have a base, and then another rally. And then what happens is you get that rally sold off all the way back down to where the rally base took place. And now you're back inside of the demand zone. Your signal for the buy entry is to look for a demand candle reversal at the retest of the zone. So if I extend this particular, if I extend this particular zone here, we can see that we're getting that reaction inside of that demand zone, which is going to send the XLP consumer staples sector higher. And this is why we're seeing some of these stocks up, like Target and so forth, like those consumer staple stocks like Walmart. You see Walmart here, green. This is why we're seeing these stocks up, because rotation is flowing into them at that level of smart money zone. So this particular strategy is known as a smart money concept. It's a backtest buy signal strategy at the demand zone of this zone here. All right, team. So this is how you can look at sector rotations and really go with that particular sector. So let's say XLF, okay, or let's take a look at XLI. XLI is the industrials. You see that XLI, you've been patiently waiting for XLI to come back and create that higher low structure. Basically, XLI, the industrial sector, had a great rally. Okay, it went all the way from 120 to 144, and you don't want to chase up here. You're waiting for a big pullback. All right, you're waiting for a pullback to retest the home base and then go for another bull market cycle. right around here, you're watching, you're waiting for the right candle, and you finally see a bullish engulfing candle there. You're seeing a demand candle reaction, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to enter off of that because rotation is starting to flow into industrials. You go into the next day session and you see that bulls are regaining the 20 EMA line and clearly showing that rotation is flowing into the XLI. Let's take a look at, let's go to analyze now and take a look at the stocks within XLI that we should be trading off of that reversal candle. We look at GE, CAT. Let's pull up these two stocks. So if I pull up GE here, if I pull up GE, we can see on the day where XLI bottomed on 11/13th, this is what this particular stock, GE Aerospace, which I have been waiting to buy, and I am so absolutely sad that I missed out on this one. If you go to my if you basically have been listening to my narrative, you know I said to be buying GE. GE is one of those stocks that's going to continue to advance higher. If you look at that, you see that candle right there on the 13th. Oh my freaking God, you guys, just look at that. Like on the day that we got the breakout, on the day that we basically let me do this. Okay. So if I draw my downtrend line, on the day that we broke that downtrend and we followed up with confirmation, GE broke its downtrend and had already printed that candle and showcasing that it was going to rocket higher. So right here, what do? You're going to pick up a 6 months out call on GE, targeting those resistance levels up there, expecting that particular stock to basically print for you. And do you see what I'm saying here so far, team? This is how we send out our alerts on the Discord. This is how we use this particular this understanding here to make trades happen. Now, the crazy part is you don't see a lot of traders paying attention to the SPDR sectors. You actually see investors doing that. But here's the thing, team. You guys, some of you who are going to be investors, because you're going to see the value of investing, you're going to thank me so much in 10 years from now, because you're going to say, oh my God, I cannot believe this person here was actually teaching me about sector rotations when there are funds out there that specifically benefit off of these. Like they make billions and billions of dollars in revenue from this understanding, from the understanding of sector rotations. I mean, it is beyond powerful, you guys. Sector rotations is beyond powerful. Not many traders have any understanding, but I bet if you joined us just last month, you're already learning about that. So all of these sectors here, they're industries, okay? They're different industries. You got the utilities, you got the financials, you got this stock, you got this industry, and so forth. So you got these set of industries that are in the same particular sector. So you'll have, for example, you have consumer staples, like you'll have different industries, different retail industries within that same consumer staples. Does that make sense so far, team? And we use that understanding to catch these beautiful rotations from the market. So let's say you didn't like G, okay? Let's say you instead wanted to buy Caterpillar. Oh my freaking God, you guys, just look at that. My signal here, my trade signal, my setup here was screaming on this buy opportunity. Unfortunately, I missed this one, and I'm very, very sad I did, because we waited for so long. And just take a look at that, team. Take a look at that beauty right there. Instead of you buying down here, trying to catch like a falling knife, you're waiting for the perfect opportunity, for the perfect sector rotation, for the perfect bullish engulfing, for the perfect follow through, and you're going with the momentum of that using these long-term swing trade strategies that we have been teaching you. So if I go to Caterpillar and I pick up a contract for, let's say, June expiration, we can see just how powerful this is. So let's take a look at this 440 call for June expiration 440. Let's see what that contract went from. This contract in particular, team, went from 3.50. Let's say we entered on the second day, right on the regain of the 20 EMA line. This swing trade went from 4.30, 4.40 all the way up to 16.0, 16.50. So this particular contract provided a 400% return off of that reversal there. on that June expiration in just 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks right there. 400% on a 6 months out expiration in less than 2 weeks. Tell me that's not wild, team. Tell me that's not wild. And that's what I mean by you're going to make me obsolete. You're not going to pay for my services anymore because you see this, you know how to do this yourself. You're not going to need anybody. And honestly, I care about you much more than making money for myself at the moment. So um, take the lesson, apply it, and I promise you, I really promise you, this is going to change everything you know about price action. Everything you know about price action, team. And that's my scanner. That's how I use my scanner. That's how I pretty much make trades happen from it. So far, so good, team. If this is still confusing to you, please rest assured that we're going to study more and it's going to really make sense to you. It's all going to make sense to you. So just try and hang in there for now. Just take into account the progress we made, that you have all of this on your chart and that you have a little bit of understanding on sector rotations. Heading into the upcoming sessions, we're going to further expand on this and really help you formulate the trades, help you how to set stop losses, how to look at what kind of contracts to look out for, like all of these good stuff that I think is going to greatly help you get more details so that you can bring this to life on your own. Thank you so much today. Thank you so much for attending today's session. That will be all for me. Um, I will upload this video right here. I'll upload this particular class in the library here. I won't post it up on the website for our mentorship team. I'm going to do this much better and much organized, and I'll post that one up on the website instead. But for those of you that are in here for today, and if you missed some of this recording, the upload will be here in the library section. Awesome, awesome, Mama Net. That's I'm looking forward to further expanding on this and making sure that our team do understand it. The beauty is you don't have to pay me a dime for this because you've already paid for the mentorship, and now you just have to really, ride the information and honestly just make sure that you're applying it. Make sure that you're not going to waste a lot of time trading, and you're going to focus on the learning aspect because that's the most important part. Try to focus on the learning aspect because as you get better and better, it's going to be much easier to make trades happen without having to fall for the rookie mistakes that a lot of traders are falling and losing their money. Remember, team, don't listen to the ones that are telling you that you need to make what is that word you need to pay tuition to the market. You do not have to pay tuition to the market. You don't have to. You can learn off of others experiences without having to go and pay tuition to the market. You really do not have to do that. You do not have to do that. Of course, we want to be learning from our trades. Every single trade should be a learning opportunity. You should see a positive in every single trade. You should always see the positive side of things. I think this goes for life in general. But yeah, just please make sure you are not wasting a lot of time trading right now. You're focusing on the learning. You're going to keep on charting and charting and charting, looking at the sector rotations, looking at what stocks are up during the day, and so forth. Now, team, the most beautiful part about this particular strategy is that at the time when this happened, when this move happened on XLI that we're looking at, when that candle happened on XLI, do you know what happened during that day, team? Do you know what happened during those 2 days on XLI? All of the stocks and the sector were showing up on our scanners, screaming at us, "Hey, buy me, buy me, buy me!" Literally. So, just want to put this out there. I wanted to say something else, but I forgot. Let's just end the session here, team. We will do another session so that we can focus on how you guys can also utilize the Discord as well. For example, like you can mute the chat room. You can right click on the chat room and click on mute channel, so that, or you can click on notifications and set for nothing for this particular channel so that you're not constantly getting bombarded when everyone types in the chat room. Or you can type, or you can do notifications for only at mentions. This means that only when the admin tags everyone in the chat room or a particular role that you're in, then you're going to get notifications for. Otherwise, if let's say traders are just posting noise and just conversating, joking with each other and so forth, which I really encourage that in the team. This is what the chat room is for. You can basically mute that and not get notified in the middle of the night. However, there are certain channels you do want to have your notifications on. For example, the market analysis must. The weekly watch list must. All of the alerts must. Except the risky trade alerts and the spy QQQ trade alerts. Those two you don't have to have it on, but everything else you want to have the alerts on. The 2K alerts definitely must have your alerts on for that 2K alerts. And yeah, that's about it really. Um, and we'll cover more in the next class. I don't want to take up more of your time. I really do value your time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the night. Take care and see you in the Sunday weekly watch list tomorrow.
Thank
Take
you.
care, team. Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you for attending.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you so much, Priyak. How do you say your name if you don't mind me asking? Yes, sir. Thank you, Party YD. Thank you, Vic. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Haidar. Thank you, Mama Net. Thank you, Cool Elephant, Terry, Sputnik, everyone, Dr. C. I see Dr. C had a question. How do we save the chart setting study style as default so that when we do add a new chart, make it 3 windows? Okay. So here's how you save it up. Let's say you do add a third chart. Dr. C, if you do, are you with me, Dr. C? Let me just make sure that you're still here.
Yes, I am here, but we don't
Perfect.
see your screen.
Oh, you don't see my screen? Did I turn it off?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
sorry about
you
that.
stopped sharing.
There we go. Okay,
Thank
so
you, by the way, for seeing my question.
of course, and I do want to say, Dr. C, I'm going to create one. I'm going to create one where it has 4 screens. It'll have 4 screens here. So usually I have two screens. So what I do is I have 2 thinkorswims open. So I get to see four stocks at a time if I wanted to. 2 of them here and then 2 of them on my other screen. However, I'm going to make a 4 window like this one. I'm going to make a 4 window one, and I will add you see, if I add a stock right now, it doesn't have
Right.
my ToS set up, so I need
Yeah.
to add it and then save the script, and
Save it that way. Okay.
yeah, I'll exactly save it, and then it's going to be there. So once I do this today, once I have it set up, I'm also going to share that for you so that you can also get it, and for anyone else on our team, for your second screen. Let's say you have a second screen, and if you want to take a look at, let's say you have SPY here open and so forth. You have a dual screen. So let's go back to our dual screen. But let's say that on your other screen here, you have another ToS open with 4 screens. So for that
How
one,
do you show it on a dual screen? Because when I do it, it just replicates what I have on the first screen. So
I see.
how do I
Okay.
separate them?
So let's let me see. Okay, so you mean like, how do I get it back to just 2 screens?
No, like if I have 2 monitors, right?
Uh-huh.
So in the first one, if I see what you are seeing right now, can I create another one? But on my second monitor, what I'm asking is like, can I see different things, or I'll just see what I have here? It just replicates it. for now?
So if you have, you should be able to see different things. If you open up another Thinkorswim, so the way that I do,
Okay.
Dr. C,
I tried detach, but it's just literally taking what I have
It's a
here and put
replicate.
it on the other screen.
Yeah, it's a replication. I noticed that too. So what I do is like I have two different Thinkorswims open.
Okay,
One of
so
it,
I can do that too.
one of them is my own, and the other one is my mom's, who doesn't use Thinkorswim at all. And I pretty much I
Okay.
I have it open just for the charts. So if you have, let's say, maybe you can have another account from your loved ones or someone else that you can, I mean, you can make right away, because you're not trading with it, you're not doing anything. It's just to kind of view the charts. And you can have another screen and do the same thing. Go to the setup and just import the single setup that you made, that you saved,
Okay.
and it'll have the same thing on that screen within just a few seconds. You'll have the same thing, and for that screen you can change it all around, and it's not going to be a replication of your
Okay.
first one. And I think it'll solve that problem. At least for me, that's what I do.
Okay, thank you. One last question. Are you using the hotkeys or no?
I honestly don't.
Okay.
I do use it for other softwares, but not particularly for Thinkorswim.
Okay, thank you. Those were my questions.
But you can use it. You can use it. For example, if you go to setup here and you go to application settings, there should be hotkeys right here.
Right.
I used to use them. Honest to God, I used to use it back then to buy, basically to buy
And
to
sell
buy and sell.
quickly. Yeah.
But I don't do that anymore.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Of course. That's all, team. I'm really looking forward to the upcoming sessions on this. I'll explain it better in the upcoming sessions as well. I'm really looking forward to how this is going to change and contribute to your trading team and investing as well. Have a wonderful rest of the day, everyone. Take care.